Hey guys, happy Saturday to you. Welcome, Brandi and Krista, to the show. How you guys doing
Hello,
tonight?
hello. We're good.
Good.
I'm
Good.
doing really good now.
Good.
I think we're better than you, Paul.
I think so. I'm texting people my phone number and they're not even there and stuff. And,
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
texting people my number when texting is over a phone number, right?
Right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to leave you guys with.
We got
this. Go bed.
Hope everybody's having a great Saturday start to your weekend. We have a fun show tonight. We have, we're trying to get somebody to come on here. Looks like they're having internet issues. So hopefully they can get that fixed or call me. So we'll see what happens. If not, we'll have a fun show.
Well, Ristel says, I'm ready to hear some unexpected voices. Well, you never know. Brandy's here.
Yeah.
So,
And you know what?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brandi.
I was going to say, I've got internet. It seems to be working properly. I had the update today
knock on wood.
back in my office. So let's see if it's going to crank up. I'm interested.
Yes.
Definitely interested to find out.
Yes.
Right?
So I did look back at your show Friday. I didn't get a chance to clip it or anything. I did hear the one that was somebody saying or something like that. Some little girl's voice, it sounded like. But Brandi, I didn't hear what you heard on your end.
Yeah, and see, I didn't know if you would or wouldn't, because like I said, it sounded muffled because I had some earphones in, and it sounded muffled. So I know that it was near me, but I don't know if the mic that I had on picked it up.
I can clip that, and then I can enhance it on my end and probably hear it. So if it's loud enough, so we'll see what happens.
Awesome.
Do it when you're awake.
I'll do it when I'm awake. When is that? I have a kid that just got his driver's license. I'm not sleeping ever again.
I hear you.
Okay.
Absolutely not. No, you're not going to sleep.
No. But
okay, so she says she's trying to unmute.
Okay. And she just
gone.
went away. You know what? I'm not going to text her in the private chat.
No,
I learned my lesson that way.
She's not there. She's not there, Paul. She's just not there.
The last time you were on here, Brandi, with me and Krista, I was sounding like Elmo in the beginning. So
yeah.
Now I'm just
that was true. And then with that interview we did with Josh Hurd, I mean that was just we had Paul so dumbfounded that he didn't even know what to say. He just sat there like
that was. I think that was my favorite. With all due respect to everybody that's been on here, I think that one was my favorite one. I mean, I've laughed so hard.
Josh Hurd is just a blast in person too. I mean, that's seriously how he is. He's a great guy, and he's a lot of fun.
You get people together who have warped personalities and stuff, and it'll happen. It will happen.
Yeah. Throw in putting a shower at a haunted house, and you never know what's going to come out of that.
That's right. And Carmen Burns says we have big heads.
Yeah.
On her TV, and we have big heads, she says.
I'm looking at it.
So there it is. Big heads.
Okay. So we mentioned this before. I'm doing stupid stuff all of a sudden tonight. Well, maybe not all of a sudden. But on this monitor over here is where I have StreamYard, and that's where I can put the stuff on the screen. I'm going over to this, trying to get on this monitor where I have YouTube, which can't do anything on this. I'm just going to shut up.
Well, it was just like last night on the Blondes and Boo show. I couldn't remember nothing. Everything was just gone. It was just.
She was acting like me.
I couldn't remember nothing, and usually I am really good about that. And last night,
remembers, not me. Last night I had it together.
I just wasn't remembering nothing. I'll get it together, though. I promise.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, she's trying to connect still, so
we
might have her. But before, I wonder if we should let's get her on here. We are going to bring up. So I was contacted, a little while ago from with Kimber from the chat. She's been having all kinds of poltergeist issues and funny hauntings in her house. So, hi, Kim. Whoa.
Hi.
There she is. She's got to get stable.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay, I should have given you a little warning. Okay, I'm getting seasick.
Let it go now next time. Okay. Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. We got you. We got you on here, so that's good.
Finally, huh?
If you have any issues or if you get disconnected, I sent you my phone number, so if you want to call me and if this doesn't work out, so
yeah, it wouldn't let me unmute or anything on the computer. I was like, you know what, it's being slow and I don't have the patience, so I'll just do it from my phone. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, that works too.
My patience is gone right now. I've been fighting with Krista all morning, and so they got a piece of text they didn't like this morning.
Cool. Good deal.
Yeah. So I took down a couple notes from our little chat a couple weeks ago. You've been having tell the girls and everybody in chat a little bit about what you've been having going on. I guess in your current home.
Okay. Well, it started off, I guess like December the 26th or something like that. To where it was, I noticed my bedroom door was just rattling, right? And I thought, well, it was the dogs outside in the hallway bumping up against the door, scratching or something. And it kept doing it, and it wouldn't stop. And I finally got up and looked out in the hallway, and there was no dog, no people, no nothing, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm just hearing things, or I'm losing my mind. And I swear I wasn't drinking or anything. And so it kept doing it. And so I turned the TV down. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to, if it does it again, I'm going to video it. Because that way I know I'm not crazy if somebody else sees it. And so it started it again. And I got up and turned the fan off. I turned the TV down so it was nothing but just quiet. And you can hear the door rattling. There was nobody in the hallway. The door wasn't even locked. But it was like it was locked and like somebody was trying to get in the door. And I was like, okay. And my cats were kind of going nuts, right? And it did it on and off the rest of that night.
Now, I do have the video that you sent me all queued up.
Okay. I mean, whenever you're ready, it's fine. Or if you want me to keep yapping, that's fine too. But
queued up like we're in the 80s.
Right. Okay. We're back to VHS and beta, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Here, you sent me two. I'm going to play this one. Here you go.
Come on, do something.
Almost on cue.
Yeah.
Am I?
So
wow.
There was no one home at the time.
There were people here, but there was nobody in the hallway. There was no way they could have gotten. I mean, at one point, I just stood at the door. And when it started I flung the door open and there was nobody there.
Wow.
One other time I was standing in the hallway going into my old office, and it started doing it. There was nobody in here but the cats. And I was standing there talking to my ex. And I said, look, my door is doing that thing. And he said, it's the dogs. And I looked in the living room. I was like, look in there. They're all in there sound asleep. You tell me it's the dogs. There was nobody around. His son and daughter-in-law live here as well. She said there's something flying around the room like a dark shadow against the ceiling with some wings. And I'm like, keep Mothman in there. I'm good. I don't want it. That their door rattled, she said.
How long have you lived
there? Since 2017, I think. Yeah, 2017. 2018. And he said, my ex said, because he's in the living room, he said that he talks to people, if you will, all the time. I'm like, oh, awesome. So all of this is going on, but we're not talking to each other about it. Like, we just happen to find out accidentally that the other's going through what we're going through. So it's all independent of each other, and it's not like planned. Okay. But I don't know. And it still does it. Honestly, on and off, it'll still periodically do it. Now something walks across my pillows at night. Well, pretty much all day. And then a couple weeks ago, it kind of choked me a little bit. And that wasn't cool.
What do you mean? Actually, explain that.
Like, behind me, I felt it walk across my back. I literally felt the hands around my throat and pulled me back on the pillow. Not hard, but it was enough to, like, okay, you need to get the hell out of my house and leave. Sure. And then it hasn't done that since, but I still feel it. At first I thought it was the cats walking on the pillows, but I'm looking around, there's no cat, and they're all over here asleep.
Right. So,
okay. And then I took the one picture I sent you of whatever the thing is that I still don't know what it is. And none of these other times have they went crazy or anything, because I pay attention to them, but they're not acting weird. I mean, they're all sound asleep, like nothing. So I'm like, well, I guess they're not freaking out. I guess maybe I shouldn't, but I still don't know why it's messing with me. And I don't know. His son and daughter-in-law said that in the house that they used to live in with him before he and I got together, that they saw stuff in that house. I'm beginning to wonder if it's not something attached to him.
Well, here's my thing. You said that he talks to people all the time. Can you explain that? Is it like on a mediumship type thing, or?
He said that he said, I thought I was dreaming, but I see people in the living room all the time. I don't hear you, Krista.
Okay, so I guess this is what my next question that I'm wondering is, like, maybe he's a sensitive and he can, like, see the dead and this and that, and maybe he really is talking to them, and he just doesn't know the proper way to do it, and they're not leaving.
Right, because he said that he's roamers. I'm sorry?
I call them roamers.
Okay. I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. But he says that he speaks with people quite frequently. So I can't hear Krista.
Is he there where you can bring him on with you? Would he be willing to talk to us?
Yeah, he's not here right now. He's gone somewhere to go look at a job or something.
Gotcha.
But then, I thought the door thing was only me. And then I started talking to his son and daughter-in-law one night, and they're like, it's happened to us ever since we moved in here. And I was like, what? But prior to all that starting, nothing had ever happened in this house. It used to be a preacher's house. There's a church in front of us, and it used to belong to the pastor. So, but it's just always felt off. It's always felt kind of heavy and negative. It's not a happy home. It's never been a happy home. And so no matter what I do, it's just not happy and it's not comfy. You know what I'm saying? So sure. I don't know if it's animals keep dying. He and I have since broken up since we've moved up here. Just all kinds, everything has went haywire. Just absolutely haywire. And so I don't know what's going on, but I wish it would stop. I'm just,
JoJo asked a good question here. She says, has Kimber ever had the house cleared? Have you ever done a cleansing?
No, I do have a cleansing ritual, if you will, from Danielle that she sent me. So I'm going to do that. But I'm fixing to leave. I'm going to move. And so I'm going to do it. I don't know if it would do any good to do it here, just in this room, because it's obviously elsewhere in the house.
You'd have to do it in the whole house. I mean, I'm talking like closets and everything.
Yeah, like we're going to have to like salt, sage, blow everything up. I don't know. But I mean, I don't, as long as they don't follow me where I go, I'm good. I don't know what it is or why it's messing with me, but I want it to leave me alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, Danielle sent me a cleansing ritual to do for the present and then for the future as well, how to keep them away. So I'll definitely follow those instructions. But just weird things have happened, and it wasn't like frequent enough for me to really think it was something odd, right? But now that I think about it, the whole time loss event, the whatever that thing was in the picture, the door thing, the pillow thing, it's all kind of adding up, and I'm going, okay, something's going on here. That's too many coincidences, and I don't believe in coincidences. Right. So not like that. So I'm just kind of what it is, you know.
So Amy Creel says, make it abundantly clear it is not allowed to follow you, and she's absolutely right on that.
Oh yeah, get the hell out of my house. And I was like, when I leave, you stay here. You mess with them if you want to, but leave me alone. You're not following me. So, and I mean, that's what I did when it choked me. I was like, get the hell out of my room and leave me alone. You're not welcome here. And it hasn't done it since. I do still feel something walking across my pillows, but it hasn't choked me anymore. So that's a good thing. Because I like to breathe kind of like on a regular basis.
That is a good thing.
You know, so I didn't like that at all. It kind of made me uncomfortable.
Did this happen to your ex before he moved in there?
Well, when we got our first apartment in Houston, we'd been there a couple of weeks maybe. And he came home from work one day and I was in the kitchen making him something to drink, and he was on the couch taking off his boots. And when I came round to the corner going into the living room, he's like looking behind his shoulder, like over his shoulders. So what are you doing? He said, somebody just tapped me on the shoulder. And I said, well, there's nobody here but me and you and Michelle, and she's across the room from you. And I was in the kitchen, so nobody tapped you. And he was like, yep, somebody did. And I was like, okay. And I just brushed it off. And then he never said anything else about it. Sure. But then I had the whole whatever that thing was when I woke up that night happen. So that wasn't cool either. So I mean, other than that, he just thought it was like maybe his aunt, because his aunt lived in the house that he lived in before him. He bought it from him. And so he just thought it was his aunt, you know, and I was like, okay, I mean, that's possible, you know. But as far as just regularly seeing things on a regular basis, he's never said anything to me about that.
Right. Do you have, Kimber, do you have anything in your home that belonged to him from the apartment that you just carried along, and he's gone now and you still have it?
No, he's still here. We're still here in the same house together.
So you're still together. So does he have any like family heirlooms or something antiquish or something that he acquired while you were in the apartment?
No, everything, the antiques were here with his mom. So it was nothing that we had in the apartment. It was all here. So it would be something that I'm
trying to figure out where it came from or what exactly it is. I mean, as much as we would like to think that it's a loved one,
I don't think
it's been.
So you said that there was antiques in the house. Were they brought in or?
No, I mean little figurines like his aunt made, like ceramic stuff that his aunt made or whatever. That, you know, his mom had stored in the garage or whatever. But it was nothing major, just a few little ceramic things. It wasn't anything major.
Right.
But we didn't have any of those in the apartment when it started. So I don't think that would be tied to those things, you know?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Paul.
Does he have weird things like this happen to him when he's not in the house? If he's at work or at a friend's house or something? Or do you have this?
No, I don't. I know I was telling a friend of mine a while back on the phone what had been going on. She said that when I was telling her that, the lights in her apartment were dimming. When I quit telling her, when the story was finished, her lights went back to normal. Gotcha. As far as him, he doesn't ever mention anything happening outside of the house.
Okay.
Wow.
What I was going to say, do you have your own bedroom there?
Yes.
So it would not hurt to do your own thing and to keep everything out of your room. Like, you know, since you're having issues with sleeping and that kind of thing, you know, I would almost do a cleansing in just your room. And then you need to get some iron of some sort and put like above your door, under your bed, things like that. And that'll keep it away from your bed. And then I would make it clear, like, you are not allowed in my room, period. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, I've got some iron nails I went and got from Lowe's. I was like, I need something.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
I can't find I can't find it. Right. So I was like, So I was like, well, I'll put something up over the door when I'll go ahead and cleanse the room. But I just didn't know if it would do much good doing this one room.
It would be much better to get it out of the house, but you can make agreements with it yourself that they stay away from you personally. You know, you're not allowed to, if I go in the bathroom, you don't follow me in the bathroom. You don't come in my bedroom, period. You have the rest of the house. You stay out of my bathroom and you stay out of my bedroom.
Right. And luckily my bathroom is in my bedroom. So it's like all conclusive. So I'm like, stay out of my space. Just leave me alone. And then I'll have
I mean, it could be a number of reasons. You know, he could have an attachment. He could be sensitive and, you know, picking up on these things and they don't know how to leave, or, you know, and they just keep building and building, which is a recipe for disaster, you know.
I mean, things with us went really, really like, it was like we've moved up here and the ocean air hit him and he just like changed his person. I didn't even know. And so things with us went south really, really bad, in a bad way. And so I'm like, is it something that's attached to him and he's just hates me so much that he's just projecting negativity toward me? I mean, is that what it is? I don't know. But I don't know. It's weird. It's very strange. I'm handling it. I'm not like losing my mind yet, but I mean, I'm just like, I mean, my door rattles now. I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, come in. And my friend was like, aren't you scared to be there? And I'm like, well, I can't be scared of something I can't see. It hasn't come through the door yet. And I mean, I can't, it's either going to get me or it's not. I mean, that's all I can do. That's just how I have to look at it. But I haven't been touched by anything except that one time.
Yeah.
That's good.
So start with that and try that. And then, you know, like I said, just make it known, you know, it's not allowed in your room, your bathroom, nowhere, you know. And I agree with JoJo. JoJo says gaining strength the longer it stays. It could very well be.
Well, yeah, the more you talk to it, I mean, and he could be making this stronger without even realizing he's doing it.
And I don't know what's in there. If they're, you know, I don't know how they're interacting with it if they are.
And also, if you're getting scared and you're visibly showing fear, it can feed on fear.
Oh, I'm too stupid to be scared, or I'm just like, I don't care, because I'm not scared of it, but it's gonna do what it's gonna do. You know, it would be stupid to be scared, because I do know that they do feed on your fear, and that only makes you stronger. So I'm not gonna do that. No, it's happening.
Do you know anything about the history of the house? Because maybe it's not him. Maybe it's the house itself, you know?
I don't. All I know is that the house was built for the pastor of the church. I don't know how long he lived here. I don't know who he was, if it's the current one, if it was a prior one. I don't have a clue. Sure. I know nothing about this house at all. I was just supposed to live here, clean up all the squatters that were here, and clean up the mess, and save my brother and sister-in-law from getting fined $500 a day because they lived in Alaska.
Oh, wow.
Well, and so, you know, you got to think, though, you're talking about squatters.
I was just thinking the same thing, Brandi.
Yeah, because if you're talking about squatters, you have no idea what these people were into, what they were doing, what their beliefs are.
And then, see, the house was bought for his mother, okay, because his brother-in-law and sister live in Alaska. They bought the house for his mother to, you know, basically live here till she died, type thing. But she ended up letting her granddaughter move in, and her granddaughter had, I mean, there were a million people walking through this house, and no one knew who the other one was. They just weren't supposed to be here. So I don't know what was going on. I mean, I know they were doing drugs really badly. But beyond that, I don't know anything about any of them. So who knows what was here or who was here, what they did when they were here.
Sure.
Well, it sounds like the perfect recipe for chaos is what it sounds like.
Agree, Brandi.
It's been nothing but chaos since we moved up here.
Yeah.
Nothing but it.
And you said you were moving soon.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Okay. Hopefully I'm going to move back home. It just depends. But if not, I'll, be in my own place. But it's going to be away from here.
Yeah.
Because it's, we're not together anymore. We are social to each other. We try not to kill each other on a daily basis. But we are not together as a couple. It's just things have, everybody's kind of in a weird position right now financially. So just kind of like helping each other out type thing. But it's not going to last forever. Kim needs to go. I have a life to live, and how he lives his is beyond that. It's not my problem. I'm going to live mine. But yeah, it's just kind of strange, and I'm still ready to get away from here. My animals keep dying. I mean, it's like, oh my God.
I would still perform the rituals. Absolutely. Because you want that stuff off of you, off of your belongings, everything before you move it.
Yeah.
You don't want to move the problem.
Right. I don't want to transport it with me. Exactly. I was going to cleanse before I left, definitely. And then cleanse before I moved in over there. And then once I got in there again, I was going to do it again, just to be on the safe side. And then just keep, barriers up and no welcome mats. And, I'm not answering the door, and I'm telling nobody to come in. So I'm trying to take, I've been listening to you guys enough to know to take some precautions before I leave, before I get there and when I get there. So I'm taking all of that to heart. Trust me. Trust me on that. I just don't want it. I mean, I've had things happen to me over the years, but it was like nothing that scared me. Until that thing that scared me. But even this doesn't scare me. It just kind of annoys me. Like, leave me alone. But it doesn't scare me. I'm not scared.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm just too stupid to be scared or what.
It's a good thing that you're not showing fear, because it would get worse.
Yeah, I don't have the energy to be scared. Like, the only thing I was scared of was my mother, and she's not here any longer. So I don't have that to look at either. But I'm just gonna face it head on one way or the other. And if I have to get ugly with it, I'll get ugly with it until it's leave. Yeah. And I won't say it that nicely though.
Yeah. So when you said that you're having animals that are dying, like, what have you had that's passed away, and that they've been, like diagnosed with something, they got something, or
something mysterious?
I've taken a few of them to the vet. Most of them like puppies. Okay, my dog's always having puppies. And puppies get sick and die. Some of the older ones will randomly get sick and die. We had one just die a couple weeks ago. The puppies, they say parvo. Well, why isn't everybody else getting parvo? They're out in the same yard. So I don't think that it's parvo. And I've put every chemical known to man and then some in the yard and in the house, to the point that I actually burned my eyeballs with bleach fumes one night cleaning the house. And so I don't think it's parvo, because
bleach is what does kill parvo. So
yeah. And I bought the stuff for parvo to kill it. And if it was parvo, though, all of them would get it at some point. I've had some of them for years that are fine. And then some of them just randomly get it up. They up and die. And I've lost more animals here than I've ever lost in 51 years of my life. So I can't even count. It would be like a pet cemetery in my backyard.
Wow.
That's sad.
It is.
I mean,
and then he just got sick and died. So
Wow.
How long has that been going on? The whole time you've been living in that house, or just recently, or?
No, the whole time that we've been living here. But I sent Paul an article because remember what I told you I saw in the apartment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I looked it up, and everything that article pretty much says has pretty much happened. Your animals will randomly die. You'll be sick. I've been sick more in this house than I've ever been. People that they'll just turn on you for no reason, and they can't explain it, and that's happened as well. I don't know. You tell me.
Is this the article? Just that this little paragraph you sent me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what that thing is supposed to do.
Okay.
So can you read that, Paul, to the rest of us?
Yeah. So it says here, it doesn't mainly, and hang on, let me make this bigger. I can't.
Well, let me explain, I guess. I woke up one night in my apartment with something that looked like the Grim Reaper standing over the bed, on his side of the bed. But it had its hand over his mouth, but it was reaching for me. And I started praying, opened my eyes again, and it was gone. So now that I kind of been looking for what the hell that was, this is what I ran across.
Okay. So hang on, let me get this where I can read it. All right. So it doesn't mainly do anything but observe you at first. You never see its eyes until it lets you. Then you are small yellow and somewhat spread apart, just gazing and staring, watching your every move. Sometimes the eyes may have an orange red, but more on the reddish appearance. You're close to say it's a reaper, but it isn't. It's a demon. It's a very, very powerful one. A collector in search of those God chose to protect humanity during the time of Revelation. It's Satan's chosen hunter, and to the chosen, it brings severe misfortune. Things happen that are too coincidental. Your closest friends, loved ones suddenly change into someone else you never knew, hell-bent on hurting you, and they'll never be able to tell you why. They'll start doing things they never did or swore they'd never do. Your luck changes in a flash, like a streak of the most bizarre bad luck you've ever had. Then it stops, then starts again, but a little worse this next time. Strange things happen you can't explain. People seem to turn against you, and you have no idea why. Pets may start to die unexpectedly. You may start getting ill. Really kind of weird. Really weird kind of ill. Hauntings everywhere you go. Sound familiar? Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a little reluctant to say demon.
I don't until like we do tests. There's different tests you can do.
Yeah.
You know, because a human spirit can be just as nasty as a demonic entity. And they can cause the same things that was just described, you know.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't want it to be that. Trust me, I don't. It just makes sense. I mean, everything adds up, and I've been told from the time I saw that thing, I've been told since then by 4 different people who don't know each other, could not know each other at different times. And Danielle was the last one to tell me that there's a curse that I have to get rid of.
So where did this curse come from?
The only thing that makes sense chronologically is his ex. Because they say it's a female that put it on me that I know. Well, that's when that started, was when he and I got together. So his ex-wife is the only thing that makes any chronological sense.
So if it is a curse, you can break that. And honestly, I'll be glad to talk to you after the show, or, you know, like we can talk tomorrow or whatever about it, but you can definitely break that.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking that maybe the curse is not on you, Kim. Maybe it's on him, and you're just suffering the backlash.
I'm just collateral damage.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, that would explain more.
Yeah.
And you know, Lauren Jeffries asked, about a paranormal team maybe being in your area, if that's something you'd be interested in. I do know people, like reputable people down. You're in Southern Texas, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in Corpus Christi.
Okay. So that, we could reach out to that don't charge, if it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So we can refer you the right way. And unfortunately, Brandi and we were in Texas in January of this past year, and I don't know when the next time we're going to Texas. So
right.
I never make it down. Yeah, I never make it down to South Texas that much. I mean, I've been there, every couple of years, but
it's too hot here. 115 degrees. It's too hot.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, and then the whole time loss thing. I don't know how that fits into any of this, but it happened, and I'm just like,
can you talk about that?
Yeah.
So this past June was a year that I went back to my hometown because that was kind of when I decided this relationship was done and I was going to move home. Okay. So I drove back to my hometown and was going to stay the weekend with a friend with the intention of looking for a place to live. Right. And she ended up having to go to work. So it didn't kind of work out the way that we planned. So I turned around and came back the next day. So I left out of my hometown about 12 or 1 on a Saturday. I don't drink, so it wasn't anything like that. I stopped and had lunch with her on the way out of town. I dropped her back off at the sheriff's department where she worked, and I stopped and made one other stop, and I headed out of town. So from there to Victoria is probably about 2.5 hours. That's the midway point, and I have about another 2 hours to get home. And I never stop because I always fill up with gas before I leave wherever I'm leaving from. By the time I get home or get to where I'm going, I still have a half a tank of gas, right? Mm-hmm. So I remember getting to Victoria. I don't remember leaving Victoria. I don't remember if I stopped. I don't remember anything. And somehow when I came to, I had rerouted myself 30 miles out of my way, which I don't remember about an hour of my trip. And when I came to, I was passing the Presidio, La Bahia, and Goliad, which is that haunted mission thing. And I was like, I was level with it. So when I looked up and I looked over, I was like, what the hell? I'm like, where am I? And I looked over and the sign said Goliad. I'm like, why am I in Goliad? I've never been to Goliad. I never wanted to go to Goliad. So I had to reroute myself. Mm-hmm. I stopped and looked to make sure I didn't wreck my car. The odometer was fine. But I did, after I got on y'all's show that one night and was talking about it, I remembered afterwards, I had to stop and get gas. I was almost on empty, and I still had about a 30-minute drive to get home. So somewhere I burned about half a tank of gas. That I don't know where I went to have done that. But by the time I got home, it wasn't like it matched up. I was only like 20 or 30 minutes later than what I should have been had I not went that way. Mm-hmm. So the time was okay. The odometer was okay. The gas was not, and I wasn't. Because, I lost some time. I don't remember, and I don't like to drive 30 miles and not know that I did it.
Right. Sure.
So I don't know what happened there at all.
Yeah. Well, I remember talking with you about this story that you were giving us the rundown on what happened, and none of that makes sense. None of it.
No.
Did you have any markings on you, or was there anything on your car that you noticed that was odd?
No. Nope. My car, just the way it was when I got in it to come back. There's no scratches, no dents, no weird markings, no nothing. There's nothing on me. And so I don't know. I put it out of my mind. Like I just buried it, I guess, until I heard somebody say something. I think it was text. And I was like, oh yeah, that happened, Right. And then like when I did y'all's show that night and then I got off, I was like, yeah, I had to stop and get gas, which I never had to do. It was like I burned a half a tank of gas just joyriding or something.
Right.
Because I still had about 10 minutes before I got home.
Wow.
Wow. And really 30 minutes out of your way wouldn't burn a half a tank of gas.
No.
Mm-mm. Not at all. Not if I can drive 4 hours and only use half a tank in the first place.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But don't remember any of it.
Have you ever, like, before, ever had missing time before or anything like that?
No. I mean, no. I mean, maybe back when I was drinking when I was younger and wilder, but I haven't done that in years, and I'm good. Nobody can zone out that deep, y'all. I'm sorry, but you just don't.
Not for that long.
Well, I was just trying to figure out, like, maybe this is something, and I don't mean to scare you or anything. I don't even know missing time. What happens when there is missing time? But a lot of people say that they feel like they've been abducted, or something like that. And I didn't, I guess my questioning was, has anything weird around that type of thing ever happened to you? Where that could be a possibility.
No, never before, and never since. I mean, I would almost be willing to like go under hypnosis, but then again, I'm like, do I really want to know what happened?
Sure.
So I'm like kind of scared to know, but I want to know just to ease my own mind. But then I'm like,
yeah.
If
something like that happened to me, I think I would try and find a hypnotist and figure out what happened.
Part of me wants to, but then part of me is like, do I really want to know? Like, I'd be scared of what actually happened. That might terrify me more. And in this case, ignorance is bliss, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Nothing's ever happened to me like that before.
Yeah.
And that's why it kind of like warped my brain a little bit. I was like, I don't like that.
Sure.
I mean, luckily, it seemed like you were just kind of moving along this whole time and just kind of oblivious to what was going on, and nobody got hit or got hurt. You're safe. Just don't know.
I was the only one on that little 2-lane highway through Goliad. I was the only car anywhere around on that road when I came to.
Yeah.
There was no other traffic at all, which I thought was kind of weird.
I got one. Actually, I have a question for Brandi down there, and this has nothing to do with the show or anything. I've seen your curtains move. Do you have a vent right by your curtains?
I have a fan on.
Okay, cool. Right.
It's 103 outside. It's a little warm on this side of the house. I do have a fan. I've mentioned that in chat a couple times. So there was like, your thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know. I've got a fan in the doorway, so it's all the cool air here.
Right at this point, we're used to hearing voices in chat that aren't there, and
well, that's something else altogether. But this I can explain. I have a fan.
We have an explanation.
Yeah.
But
Kimber, okay.
Right. Kimber, I do have a suggestion for you. And I know we like our colors in our homes and we like to express ourselves and decorate and blah, blah, blah. I do have a suggestion for you is maybe to brighten up your home, let in more sun. Don't give these things a place to hide because that's what they do.
Yeah. I mean, I would really like to know whatever the hell that is in that picture. I don't know. Nobody can figure it out. Google Lens can't identify it.
Well, without an investigation, without a intense investigation, there's no way to know. There's really no way to know. But all we can do from this point is help you try to alleviate, make it go away, calm the situation down, just to make your life better, because I know from my own past experience that these things can slow you down to the point you feel like you're depressed and you don't even want to get out of bed.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been that way here more so than ever. And it's like I'm just like I'm not me. I'm not myself. Usually I'm always up cleaning something. I'm always up doing something, right? Here I'm like, I don't even want to clean it. I don't care. It's like I'm just And this house is very dark, and it is very depressing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll make it a deal when I get the hell out of here and get to my place. If this starts happening or keeps happening, y'all are gonna hook me up with somebody, or I'm gonna move in with y'all. I don't want this no more.
You don't want to move in with me. I guarantee you that. You don't want that.
It kind of depends on if you have anything traveling with you.
Right, exactly.
I have a traveler.
Yeah, you have a
hitchhiker. Yeah, I got a traveler.
Yeah, you got hitchhikers, and Chuck says, I don't know, some random woman in his house.
Well, I'm thinking that's Tex's own fault.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was like him and I was taking a shower and some strange voice said, how have you been? And when I'm in the shower, they can have the whole house. I'd leave.
So Jilly Maria offered that she'd be happy to give you a session. It doesn't feel yuck, honestly. I'm not in your energy, and it doesn't feel untoward. She is a medium, a psychic, and a there you go.
Yeah,
so, yeah, I can maybe get you in touch with her too. She's fantastic.
Yeah,
okay.
She's actually Paul's had her on this show before.
Yeah, I've had her on a couple times, and yeah, she's very good. She's very good. So
if you've got her contact information, that'd be great as well. I mean, anything at this point, I'm not going to turn it down, because I mean, I don't think it's anything that's nasty because I don't feel that way, but I don't want it to turn nasty. Maybe it's just maybe it's being nice for now, but and I don't know. I mean, I'm Native American. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't know. And I'm good. I mean, I've seen relatives, hey, y'all, how y'all doing? I think.
Yeah.
And I'm good. I know it was my mom. That's the only one I've seen was my mom. And I know it was my mother. But not on a regular basis. It's not like something I see. I'm not like that one little kid that says, I see dead people. I don't. I don't see them normally. So I don't want to. I wouldn't want to do what y'all can do, because that would be scary. That would be more of a weight, I think, is being able to see what you guys can see. I don't think I would want that ability.
Yeah, well, if you have a prankster in your home, it's going to do all of those things just to get a rise out of you, just to irritate you. It's not there to possess you or blah, blah. It's just there to just get a rise out of you, to see what it can do. You know what I mean? And those can be childlike, where they pull on your hair or this, that, or the other, or they could be a little bit more devious and get out there like they're doing with you, shaking doors and pinching and all kinds of stuff. I mean, you have your different ones. They have all their different personalities, put it that way.
I went in the bathroom the other day. My bathroom is in my bedroom, right? So I'm the only one in here. So I know that no one had been in the bathroom since I had come out of there that morning. And when I went in the bathroom, there were things lined up on the floor, along the counter in the bathroom, like somebody placed them there. And I was like, okay, no, but I haven't been in here. I didn't do that. All right. I was like, you could be a little neater next time and just, gather them up instead of spreading them out, and that was kind of strange. But it's not anything like I don't get scared. I don't feel negativity and so it happens and I'm just like, okay, this is what we're dealing with today. Okay. And I just go on. So I don't know how else to deal with it.
Hopefully, all this is a prankster,
or gonna stay with him. Maybe that'll be his new live-in. I don't know. I don't care.
I'm thinking once you get out and move into your own place, I think it's gonna stop. I don't think this is your problem. I think this is his problem.
Yeah,
I don't either, because none of stuff like this wasn't happening until I got with him. So I'm like pretty sure it's somehow related to him. So I'm like, if I can just get the heck away from him, get back in my own space, get my own sanity back, then everything should be cool, I never went through this stuff before. Right.
Well, once you get into your own spot, just keep in touch with us and let us know You know, what if you're still having problems, then we can, you know, we could dive deeper into what's happening and we can get you some help and you know, get you some relief, because I know that sometimes it's like you can't even sleep because it's just so nerve-wracking. So I get it, you know, but I think I'm almost positive when you leave there, you're gonna be great.
I think I will too. I mean, I just, it's like, but trust me, if I'm not, I'm going to be going, Brandi, Krista, help me, help me, please. I will be like getting in touch somehow. Help me. But I think it's going to be okay because nothing happened before. And I'm thinking whatever it is was either in this house or it was tied to him, or the combination of the two was just making things go haywire. I don't know.
Yeah.
But as long as it leaves me alone, I'm going to be good. I'll be perfect. I promise.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be fine, guys. I'm too mean for anything to happen to me.
You never seem mean in chat, though.
Nope.
No.
Nice.
I'm usually not a mean person. I'm usually a very easygoing, you know, likable person.
Like. Yeah.
But if you push me in that corner and you push me far enough, then you're going to see a side of me that I don't even like. Like, have you ever been so bitchy that you're mad at yourself for being that bitchy? I have done that. Like,
yes.
Stop. Why are you doing that? And that's me.
Like, I'll turn around going, what is wrong with me?
I know. Like, I went out there one day and just unleashed on him for no reason. And I came back in here going, damn, Kim, what the hell was your problem? Like, he didn't deserve that. And so I did go back out and apologize to him. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was being ugly and I didn't mean to be.
I couldn't even say it that nicely. I just walk out there and go, sorry. And then just walk back into where I was. I'm like, right. I'm still mad. I know I'm wrong, but I'm just still mad. I don't know why.
Exactly. Yeah, like the kind of mad I was when I left y'all's chat the other night. Oh my God. That whole Mandela effect show just pissed me off. I'm still
God.
mad.
Let's not go down that one again.
Oh Lord, that rabbit hole. Oh. But yeah, but no, I'm not. I mean, I'm usually a very friendly person. I am, but sometimes if you make me mad, I don't even like me.
Yeah.
So I don't expect you.
Well, a lot of that is, and I'm going to say this, it's when we women get older, we get that attitude of we don't give a shiitake mushroom.
Yeah, well, my friend's a little bit different, but yeah, it's the same gist. But yeah, and I was born that way. I was born, the only girl, and you just don't take nothing from nobody, male, female, it doesn't matter. You just don't take it. Don't let them run over you. So I never have, and I have no filter. It was not installed at the factory.
The fact that she's not getting one, everybody just forget it. She's just Kim is not getting one.
Nope, I have no filter. I don't want a filter. I'm good. Thank you.
Welcome to Girl Talk on Paranormal Mondays.
Yeah. I will try to sorry, you're totally outnumbered here.
Paul, you're always outnumbered.
I know.
You need to bring Josh or something in.
But you're married.
Text or BMR here.
You can relate. Okay, I'm just saying. You're married, you can relate. You got this.
Anyway,
I'm so sorry for he always catches
the only thing that Paul can't do is, my wife. She'll see it, and then you're in real big trouble.
Right?
He's just being polite and staying out of this whole conversation.
Yeah, he's so outnumbered, the poor little thing. I feel bad for him. I do.
Yeah, that's funny.
Anyway, you had also mentioned before about a house burning down. And for the life of me, I can't remember what that was. I have a traumatic night so far.
What that was I was at my in-laws' house, and it was around Christmas time. My mom died Valentine's Day of 2000. This was that following November, maybe beginning of December, because it was around Christmas. And I woke up in the middle of the night and it was my mom at the foot of the bed, basically. And I just knew the next morning I had to leave that house. I had to get away. So I left and I went to my other aunt's house that day and spent the night. And then the next morning I got a phone call from the in-laws' house that I had just left, and their house had burned to the ground that night. So that was like my mom telling me I needed to get the hell away from there. But there was nothing left but the slab of the house.
Wow.
Yeah. So brick house, nothing. The chimney wasn't even standing anymore. It was gone too.
Wow.
Yeah. Just the slab. I was like, wow. And the fire inspector, I knew him because it was a small town. He said, if you'd have been here, you probably wouldn't have made it because you'd have went and put your girls in the car, then you'd have went back in and tried to get them, and they're elderly, and somebody wouldn't have made it out. And that was more directed at me than anybody else. So I probably wouldn't have lived through it.
I understand with the house fire. I also lost a house in a house fire, and it was back in 2004.
Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they said theirs was something electrical or something. You know,
I had some good friends who woke up in the middle of the night with flames all over their hallway and stuff, and it was something electrical started in the attic. They all got out. So, thank God.
Yeah. We all got out of our house, of my house too, and even got my animals out, except I had a fish tank and I lost my fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother, he lives up in Amarillo, and Amarillo or Arlington. Anyway, they lost their house within this past year because I started a GoFundMe thing for them. They lost everything. They even lost one of their animals, but everything. So they all got out fine. Them and the kids got out fine, but and most of the animals. But they did lose one animal, but they lost everything. So that's something I don't wish on anybody at all.
Yeah. I mean, that's the important thing, that to get as many people out or animals out as you could, and that's the rest is just possession. Or
that stuff can be replaced. People's lives, people's lives can't. So I'm glad they got out okay, and they're happy. So I'm like, okay, they got what they wanted as far as a replacement home. They're fine. They're great, and I'm happy. As long as they're okay, I'm okay. You know what I mean? So that's all I wanted, was to know that they're okay. So I would hate for anybody to have to go through that, and that's just horrible. I feel so bad for the people that have to. That's, I don't wish that on anybody.
Yeah.
So, but is there anything else that y'all want to talk about? I mean, I think we covered everything, right? Pretty much.
I mean, is there anything else that you had that's going on? And I realized I said had.
No, not really. Just the same old, same old. The punching. They were punching my door the other day, like punching my door. I'm like, really? You can come in.
I want to play that other one that you sent me.
Okay.
There was two of them. One was 29 seconds, which is one I played, which was kind of quiet before. And this one, I honestly don't remember this one.
I think it's a little louder.
Okay. All right. Here's this one. Hang on.
Nothing here. There's nothing in the hallway. Watch this, I swear to God. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'll turn the fan on. Listen.
Wow.
That's
a pretty loud fan.
Yeah. I watched all my clothes shaking on the door before I ever started recording. I'm like, okay.
Jojo asked if I got that photo, and you know what? I'm gonna find it and share my screen because it'll be easier that way. Where is it?
To me, y'all, it looks like origami. I don't know to describe it. It looks like origami to me. And with the print of
Nope.
a Texas license plate, and that makes absolutely no sense.
Oh, come on. I had it before, and all of a sudden now I can't find it. Right? That one. That's cool.
It should have been with that video that you just played.
Yeah, I downloaded that.
I can email it to you again.
I got it here somewhere.
You sound like me looking through my email somewhere.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Send that to me.
Okay. I only have like 30,000 in my email right now that I have to clear out. Let me see if I got it. Hold on.
You know, I'm gonna find it here in a second. Oh,
You'll
here.
find it when I send it to you.
Yeah, here I got
Hold
it.
on.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. But I want to get that in. Okay.
I'm just gonna grab my phone and send it to my phone.
Here we go. There it is. Is that it, Kim?
Let me put my glasses on so I can see. What? Yes, that was it.
Okay. Now, explain what that is. I can't
Okay,
really...
so I'm laying in bed one day. I wasn't feeling well. It's dark in here. There's nothing in here but me and the cats. I'm a hot-natured person. I had my legs out from underneath the sheet. That's all I had on the bed. I mean, as far as covers. So my cat, I was going to turn over. My cat bumped my arm. When he did, I took a picture accidentally, right? So I lifted my phone to delete the picture, and I saw this thing in the picture. I didn't see it with my eyes. I saw it in the picture. So I raised my phone again, immediately took another one. It was there a second time. Did the same thing, didn't see it with my eyes. Took a third one, and it was gone. There was nothing that it could have been a reflection of. And it's hovering over my ankle, whatever it is.
Wow.
And I've had people tell me they see faces and eyes and noses and mouths and witches, and I'm like, whoa, wait, I don't see any of that, y'all. Google Lens can't even identify it. I have no clue what it is.
I mean, this looks like part of a license plate.
It looks like a Texas license plate and an origami bird. That's what it looks like to me. But I have no idea. That little white, see how it's separate, like the bigger part than this little white piece at the bottom? That's not anything blocking it. That's just the way it is. There's nothing separating it. I don't know why it's like that. What it is.
Wow.
So you couldn't see this with your naked eye, could you?
No. I blinked 3 times. I never saw it.
Wow.
Wow.
And I still don't know what it is. I'm like, okay. I have an origami bird is all I know.
I have no idea.
That's really
That's
bizarre.
the best analogy I can come up with, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No.
Would have no clue. I've never seen anything like that. Somebody said a fairy. The only fairy I've ever seen is Tinfoil. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a fairy.
Very interesting stuff. And it'd be I'd like for you to reach out to me or one of the girls or somebody and let us know what happens when you do the cleansing and stuff.
I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here all the time. So if I'm not here, it's because I'm working or something. But other than that, I'm going to be here. I'm not going anywhere, and I will keep in touch and keep y'all updated.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Definitely. Yeah.
right now, I'm kind of like in the same boat y'all are going, I don't know. I don't know. We're
Yeah.
all in that book together because I'm confused too.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Kim, I appreciate you coming on here and,
For sure.
and telling us about this, and hopefully, and I'll send you Jilly's email, and I got a couple other people that I might send you to.
Okay.
So, I know Jilly's would be a great one to help you. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's great. And like I said, I'll definitely keep you guys updated or let y'all know if anything else weird happens or whatever. The weirdness of Kim, that would be me. But I will definitely keep you updated. But thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll go in and I'll change the title of this to The Weirdness of Kim.
There you go.
It's better, yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, I could be waking up weird. I wake up weird every day, Paul.
there
So
you go. They get you on that show too.
There you go.
All right.
Right. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all have a great night. And everybody in chat, hi. I know that people said stuff, I'm sure, and I missed it. I'm sorry, but please forgive me this one time.
You're forgiven. You're forgiven.
Okay.
Right.
It was great to talk to you on here.
I'm sorry.
I said it was great to talk to you through here and not just chat.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Same here. I mean, we're actually kind of face to face in a sort.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm always in chat, and I always try to respond to everybody. And I know, God, I fail miserably at it sometimes, but I try. So
We all appreciate you. Thank you.
Because I'm trying, y'all. My fingers are smoking, but I can't do it all.
Tough. It's tough sometimes.
It is, especially when it's like going 50 miles a minute. And I'm like, but I try. But I'm not going anywhere, y'all. Y'all got me for life, and they're stuck with me. So
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
you're welcome.
All right.
All right,
Thanks, Kim. All right. Have a
talk
good
to you
night.
later.
Bye-bye.
You
Bye-bye.
too.
So on a lighter note, Kim was awesome. We'll talk about
She
her in
was.
just a minute. However, we got to show this. Lolo. It says, what do you call a sheep who can sing and dance? Lady Baba. Sorry. I just seen that.
Brandi, you're muted. Brandi, you're muted.
I said that sounds about like Lolo. I had that muted because I was hearing some kind of noise. You know how like electrical wire will sound if it's hot and it's going.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was hearing. So I thought I'd mute myself, but it was still going. So I don't know where that was coming from.
I don't know.
Freaky said something about that, kind of like a bug stuck on a microphone or something like that.
Huh.
Stuck in a bug light or something. It just sounded like
the bug stuck in a speaker or mic.
Yeah.
I kind of heard it too, and I don't hear it now, so I don't know if it was on Kim's end or what. So
it might have been Kim's end. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Cool. Well, that was interesting. That was an interesting thing. I hope something can be done and she can
absolutely
not have this. I mean, that's
yeah. I'm just hoping that when she moves and gets out of that situation, and that will make her happy in return. Everything else is happy,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you have a happy home, you have a happy life. That's what it is.
Right.
There's Kim.
Your story. Yep.
So, before we get going here, I want to do a couple of things. We're kind of doing this backwards a little bit today, but I wanted to get Kim out here. You girls want to talk about the museum event real quick?
Sure. Brandi, you're up.
Oh, thanks, Krista. Appreciate you. All right. Well, we're putting on an event at the Ray County Museum in Richmond, Missouri. It is October 26th, which is right near Halloween. It's going to be a great, great event. During the day, we're going to have a Cryptids 101, and then we're going to have a Paranormal 101, and then we're going to eat dinner, and then we're going to ghost hunt all night long. So this is going to be a super great event. Very affordable. The whole shebang is $65. If you can only make it for the afternoon for the 101s, hey, $15. You can't even beat that. So if you want to learn more, just come on over to Eventbrite, look up Blondes and Booze. It'll be the first event that you see. And I'm telling you, this is going to be an awesome, awesome event. It starts at 1:30, and look at that, 12 hours. Mm-hmm. Over 12 hours of us, including Paul.
Well, people might be sick of it by the end of that 12 hours.
Yeah, we need a gold sticker. Wait. Everybody's going to get a gold sticker.
What did you say, Krista?
I said everybody might be sick of us with 12 hours stuck with us.
I thought you just said sick of me. Okay. All right.
No.
Okay.
No.
She said us, Paul. She said us.
I know.
I did. Well, you're going to be there too, so they might get sick of you too.
Well, that's what I said.
Us and
Everybody
all of us.
Yeah, everybody will get a gold sticker. 2 a.m.
I'm just gonna be up in the Civil War room all night. That's where you're gonna find me. I'm gonna find whoever scratched me. I'm gonna talk to that person or whatever.
Yep.
And then we also have this giveaway. Krista.
That is
I like to pass it the buck.
See, this is Brandi, but this is Brandi's star part of the show, the advertisements.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. We have one ticket and one ticket only for the Brumley Haunted Castle House. Now, this is in Brumley, Missouri. I know we only have one ticket, but guess what? We're going to give it away. All you have to do is share out Paranormal Paul and Paranormal Among Us on Facebook. Make sure you tag either Paul, Krista, or myself, and share out Blondes and Booze. Don't forget to, share out both of them and tag one of the three of us in that too, and you will be entered. Now, we understand that it's only one ticket, and you do like to hunt with a friend, but you know what? We're all friends here. So you'll be safe and taken care of, and you'll have a good time.
And also, Gary Spike Sr. is donating a walking stick to the winner as well.
Yes. So make sure you tune in here on August 31st. Also, I wanted to mention, and now I can't remember if this is on when we're going to be at Ray County. We have to be at Ray County because they're going to be with us in Brumley. Lauren and Carmen are not going to be at Ray County with us. I can't remember where they're going to be.
I don't remember offhand either, but we talked about this, about doing the Estes method from both locations and doing live on our shows.
Yeah, right. Try and do them both at the same time and see if anything weird comes through.
Right.
Were they going to be at McIntyre?
Might be.
I think so.
Lauren, if you're in chat still, where are you guys going to be that night? Let us know. And then
because we're definitely going to try to get answers from their location, which I think it's McIntyre. So
I think
we'll see who answers us. This is going to be a great thing. I mean, it's going to be interesting to do this experiment.
Yeah.
And then Kim, thanks everyone in chat for listening to me ramble. You weren't rambling.
Nope, not at all. We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Beatty Mansion in St. Joe. That's right.
Oh, Beatty Mansion.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Because we said we're going to be sort of close.
Yeah, sort of. St. Joe's isn't, an hour or something away from the museum, I think?
Give or take, yeah. Yeah. So it's not, we're sort of close.
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of.
So that'll be fun. October 26th for that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what I think we'll try to do, try and do the Estes method in both locations and try to maybe ask questions about the Beatty Mansion from the museum and vice versa.
Right.
So that'd be cool.
Okay. You need to remember that because I won't. So.
Oh, Gary says we can show a picture of the walking stick.
Do you have a picture of the walking stick?
We do. But I don't think we have it loaded.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not loaded.
Your side
okay.
at all.
We'll get that on for the next time we have the show. I'll send it to me and I'll have it on the Tuesday show at 1:00 on Tuesdays. So, and Gary, thank you again very, 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 very much.
Yeah,
for that.
Gary is awesome. Gary rocks.
Yeah. And OP's feeling better as well. So.
Yes.
For sure.
I think that's all we got.
Yeah. Our Brandi and I, we're going to hop on Donnie Cho Says Stuff here in just a little bit. And
I'm going to try and get on there too.
Come
on there with. Might as well just come on. It's going to be a good time. I mean, you never know. Donnie Cho. I mean,
15 minutes.
Yeah. If you're easily offended, this is not the show for you. Not because of us.
Not easily offended. Come on,
not easily offended.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
And after Donnie Cho Says Stuff tonight, then we have Bigfoot Michigan Rob show. Brandi, myself, and Monica, and along with BMR.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be on there tonight, and that's at 11 Central.
So we basically having a marathon tonight is what's happening.
Yeah, everybody.
Right.
Yeah, me and Brandi are doing marathon.
We should drag Paul into that too.
Long.
We should drag Paul into that too.
No,
I know, right? We should.
I can't make it that long.
He's like, no, I can't do it.
You can take a 15-minute power nap between shows.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that. Power naps don't do anything for me except make it worse.
You're right. You're right. I just have to get 45 minutes. It's got to be 45 minutes, and then I'm okay.
Right.
15 minutes won't cut it.
And at this time of night, if I fall asleep, I'm done for the rest of the night. So
there you go.
Yeah. But yeah. All right, guys. Thank you both for coming on tonight.
Thanks for putting.
Krista, you're always here. Brandi, thank you for coming on tonight.
Oh,
always fun having you guys.
You're welcome. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So, and if you are easily offended, Fisherofspam is going to be on also at 8:30. So check his stuff out too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
That's my boy. Gotta say it. That's my boy.
All right, everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend. If you don't show up if you're not in the chat tonight for Donnie or BMR for the late night, and then we will see you guys later. Have a great night, everybody.
Real quick. Amy said Monica's coming on after Donnie Choate. No, she comes on. She co-hosts with Brandi, myself, and Bigfoot Michigan Rob on Bigfoot Michigan Rob's late night show. So it'd be under Bigfoot Michigan Rob's show.
Yes,
tonight after
so
Donnie.
Technically, she is coming on after Donnie.
She is, yes, but she'll be with Brandi and I and BMR. Yep.
11 p.m. Central.
11 Central.
Yes.
Midnight East. Let's see. So is that 10? 10, 9, 8, whatever. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Oh, you know what? I wanted to try something. I want to try something here. I was looking at this at work. Oh, now I just look like a weirdo.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking.
There.
Oh, you're going dark. You went dark on us.
I did?
Oh, now we have confetti.
Confetti. There you go.
We have a party.
This is what I do at work.
My goodness.
Have a good night, everybody.
See y'all
later.
Good night.